everything is already going wrong and like destroying me. I can't. Hi, welcome to Black Holes and Books, where we're going to be doing yet another reading vlog. This week, since it's middle of March, I don't know, it's the 14th today, I think, and thus it is the time of year for spring cleaning. So I have a list, just all the things that I would like to get done to kind of take care of my apartment. When you get that done, I have some audiobooks to listen to while I do a lot of the cleaning and stuff. So I've been reading to And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I'm almost done with it, so it's not going to last that much longer. But after that, I'm probably going to start listening to Royal Assassin again on Spotify. I am a little intimidated though, because I was originally listening to it on Spotify, and then apparently you only have so many listening hours for audiobooks on Spotify each month. I don't know. Anyway, ran out of listening hours, so then I switched and got it from Libby, and now I'm trying to move back to Spotify, but I don't remember where I was. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. On top of that, I do have some reading, so we'll talk about the books I want to read. I'm the worst about making things manageable for myself. I only have X amount of time, thus I should only do Y number of things, because it's not possible to do everything. I always want to do everything. And I'm trying to learn to pace myself with that of okay, you don't have 30 hours in the day. You just don't. And that's fine. I originally was wanting to do 6 or 7 books in this reading vlog, and then I realized that was maybe just a tad impractical. Why would I can't read 6 books in a week as much as I would love to. I do have school and I do have work. I have other responsibilities. Anyway, let's talk about the books that I'm planning on reading though. I cut it down to 4. Granted, one of them I'm already halfway through. The first one is Dark Age. Right now, I am on page 440, so not too bad. It's I think it's 750 pages, so I have 300 more pages to go, 300-ish. This is a very good book. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's also we're only halfway through and everything is already going wrong, and I don't know how we're gonna fix it. And anyway, we're gonna have to see what happens in the last bit of this book. And I am slightly terrified. I also feel bad for so many characters right now. But anyway, that's Dark Age. We're gonna finish that. Next, we have Rogue Protocol, and then we also have Exit Strategy. I got both of these from the library. This one I've already started. I'm already halfway through. They're little books though, super little books, which is why I think it's very reasonable to expect myself to get through these 2 books. And then, since that is a lot of sci-fi, and I should probably branch out a little bit, our last book that I'm going to try and get to is Wuthering Heights. This book is very popular right now. I get it. I just would like to join the masses of reading Wuthering Heights. Probably not going to watch the movie though. Those are our books. If I do, by some miracle, read all of them in the next week, 1, I will be very surprised. 2, I do have other books. I went to the library last week and I did get 2 other books in addition to the Murderbot Diaries. That'll be fun. Anyway, let's go ahead. Oh, before I forget, one more book. Granted, this book, I'm not trying to finish it. I just want to do more reading of it. And that's A Short History of Nearly Everything. This book has made numerous appearances on my channel. I just want to get a few chapters done. I do have a goal to read the next 100 pages of it this month, and I have done exactly 0 of those pages so far, so I do want to start making a dent in that goal. But those are the goals. Gonna do some spring cleaning, gonna do some reading. I also have homework. Disgusting. Don't want to do it, but I will, because it's important and I need to graduate. Let's go ahead and get started and just see where the week takes us. Alright. Figured I should probably check in, give a reading update, since I have made significant progress in 3 of the books that I've been reading. First up, I finished And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. It was fun. It was a reread for me, and so it wasn't like hugely in the forefront of my mind, I guess. Basically, the premise of that one, in case you are unaware, you haven't read it before, whatever. Basically, it's a murder mystery where 10 people are invited to this island, and then once they get there, people start dying and they're trying to figure out who is the murderer before they're all dead. I'm not going to say anything more than that because I don't want to ruin it. The first read is an experience. I finished reading that. Since it was a reread, I knew who the murderer was the whole time. Like, I knew how it was going to end. I more or less knew how it ends. Because I did read it a few years ago, like back in high school. And so some of the characters I couldn't quite remember what happened, but I did remember how it ended. And so it was interesting reading it, knowing how it was going to go in the end. That was fun. It is a good book. I do recommend it. It's not crazy though, and I wouldn't say it's necessarily like Agatha Christie's best novel. Like, personally, I kind of liked Man in the Brown Suit better. Granted, I will also say those are the only 2 Agatha Christie's I've read, but I did enjoy Man in the Brown Suit better. Other than that, I have been listening to Royal Assassin. I managed to get it on Libby again, actually, it's been really nice because now I don't have to worry about where the frick I was. We don't have to do all that. Those books can be kind of slow. Like, they're very character driven. They're not like the most high action, which isn't to say there's no action, but like, I don't know. They're very character driven. They do feel long. They're slow books. They're slow, big, chunky books. But it's been good. Fitz is going on his adventures, having things happen, and I think it's interesting because, like, in this one especially, he kind of is a bit more sure of who he cares about in his life, who he wants to impress, who he doesn't care to impress, who he doesn't like, and things like that I think is very interesting because when he was a child, he was a bit more clueless. He didn't really know what he thought or how he felt a lot of the times, but now he's kind of becoming more a man and like realizing like, this is who I am, this is who I like to be around, this is what I want to have happen, and then also seeing him work to make the things he wants to have happen. That's enough on that. I've also would like to say I've gotten quite a bit of spring cleaning done. So yesterday I mostly did the bathroom while I listened to Royal Assassin, which was great. Honestly, I enjoy the vibe of I'm just gonna listen to an audiobook, I'm gonna get cleaning, and it's wonderful, and I enjoy it. I've done that. I have also read some more of Dark Age. And this book is brutal. Oh my gosh. Like, everything I had seen about this book is, this book wrecks people, and so I just assumed, I'm not going to say exactly what I assumed, but I made certain assumptions of like, oh, this is probably going to be the name of the game that happens a lot in the book. And I wasn't wrong, but there's like, it's so much more than just that. This book is a lot. And I, a while ago, was thinking like, oh, I just need to sit down and like read all of it. Like, I just need to sit down and give it a few hours. And like, on some of it, I do still think that like, this book definitely does need attention, but it's not the kind of book that I would want to read in a day or two because it's just so emotionally heavy that like, sometimes I just need to put it down for a little bit and like, take some deep breaths and be okay and emotionally process some of the things that happen in here. But it is good. I'm on page 534 now. So I have I think a little bit more than 200 pages left. I will be getting this done soon. Like, destroying me. I can't. But it is good. Anyway, those are the updates. I'm going to keep reading this. I'm probably going to clean the kitchen some today. I might take you along for that and just be listening to Royal Assassin. But those are the plans for tonight. Okay, I just wanted to come in with an update really quick because I finished 2 books now. The first one is Dark Age. I managed to finish this one yesterday morning, and it's really good. I know, I feel like I've talked about this already. This was a really sad book. It I did cry a little bit. Just like a little bit. I'm looking forward to starting Lightbringer. I might give myself a couple days to recover from this before I start reading Lightbringer. We'll start Lightbringer soon. It's not going to be in this video, but anyway, there's that. And then the other one is Rogue Protocol. Again, it's such a short book. I finished it right up. It's fun. I am noticing, because this was the third book in the Murderbot Diaries, is that in the first book, he really, really, really likes his armor. The fact that it covers his face so he doesn't have to have these face-to-face interactions, because again, he's very socially anxious. Anyway, he has this armor. It covers his face. It kind of helps him feel more comfortable in social interactions. And in that book, and also a lot in the second book, he's just talking about how much he likes his armor. And this one, he's starting to get to a point where he's like, maybe I don't need the armor as much, or there's certain advantages to not having the armor. I think it's kind of interesting, but I don't know. It's just a random thing I was noticing. I'm enjoying these, especially because on some level, like, he's with different people in each of the different books, at least so far, but there is still kind of an overarching plot as well that I think is interesting. That being said, I am a little confused on how the government and stuff works. I feel like that's maybe not being explained super well. You have these corporations, they have these different contracts, and I wish we would be explained a little bit more how these contracts worked, or maybe I just need to keep track of it a little bit better. But that's Rogue Protocol. I enjoyed it. It's fun. I enjoy the character. I like how he is. He's kind of sassy, and I like it. Anyway, now that I've finished those 2, I do have Exit Strategy, which is the next book in the Murderbot Diaries that I wanted to read, but I think I might take a break for a second because I do really want to get to Wuthering Heights. This has been on my radar for a while. So I think I'm going to start this one today. We'll see how far I get. I'm probably not going to finish it this week, but that's okay. We're going to at least start it, see how it goes. Wanted to give one more check-in before ending this video. I was reading Wuthering Heights yesterday. I got, honestly, further into it than I thought I would in one day. So I'm there, almost halfway, not quite. I was really happy with that. Again, I wasn't expecting, I thought I would get maybe 50 pages in yesterday. So pretty happy about it. Not too bad. Other reading update. I, this week, have read 2 chapters of a short history of nearly everything and annotated them. This was a really interesting book, and I do really like it. So I'm enjoying this. I'm like there on annotating it now. It does take me a while just because I'm highlighting things and thinking about things and stuff like that. One more thing that I did want to show you. It's unrelated to books, but it's fun and I think it's cute. I decided to propagate my fiddly fig. The one I have, I got it like 5 or 6 years ago now. It's been growing really like tall and spindly, and I kind of want it more bushy. So I did some research, and apparently the best way to encourage the fiddly fig to grow bushier is actually to cut it because that'll cause branching. So I cut the top off. I was hesitant because I didn't want to like freak out the plant by cutting off a ton of leaves and a ton of growth. But I wish I would have done this a few years ago. But you live and you learn. It's fine. I do have the top. I'm trying to propagate it just in here. So hopefully roots start growing. I'm really excited. I like my fiddly fig. That is all the updates I have. So I've read and finished 2 books, like halfway through another. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my reading for this week. And I'm also really excited for some of the reading I have coming up. But that we'll talk about in another video. I'm going to sign off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this.